boys and girls, it's Mrs. Tillman. Welcome to Foundations, Week 2, Day 3. Okay, so this week we are learning to identify the name and the sound for letters N and M. Okay, it's time for our drill sounds. Let's get started. T, tap, t. B, bat, p. F, fun, f. M, man, m. I'm going to try it 2 more times since it's a new one. M, man, m. M, man, m. Same thing with the N. We're going to do it 3 times. N, nut, m. N, nut, m. Good. N, nut, m. Awesome. Now we're going to do the standard cards. Oops, wrong one. Sorry. Here we go. B, bat, b. F, fun, f. M, man, m. N, nut, m. T, tap, t. Good job. Okay, boys and girls, we are now going to play a game. You're going to get your F, T, and B out of the lowercase letters that I learned back. If you didn't get them, just pause the video and go ahead and get them. And you're going to be using the M and N. So, let's get started. Boys and girls, I want you to put down the cards that are a skyline letter. Okay, so put down the cards that are a skyline letter, that start at the skyline. Okay, let me see. F. Yes, that's a skyline letter. T is a skyline letter. It starts at the skyline. B is a skyline letter. M, it's a plain line letter. And N is a plain line letter. So F, T, and B are skyline letters. They all start on the skyline. Okay, so now let's put the plain line letters down. Now you know it's not going to be F, T, or B because they're skyline letters. You can't be both. You can't be a skyline and a plain line. You have to either be a skyline or a plain line. Okay, so the plain line letters are M and N. They start on the plain line when writing them. Good. All right. Now, I want you to put down the letter that makes the sound. Make sure you're looking at my mouth. Remember that trick I told you? It's open. So it is an N with one hump. N. Good. Okay. Now how about the letter that makes the sound? Is the letter M. Good. Okay. Now I want you to find the letter that makes the B sound. B. Right. Is the B. B says B. Okay, I want you to find the letter that makes the T sound. T. T says T. Good job. Now I want you to find the letter that makes the F sound. F. Awesome job. Okay, boys and girls, it is now time to practice writing the lowercase n. Now, I did put an orange line underneath the lowercase n, so you know which one we're writing. The uppercase n, let me show you, the uppercase n, this one here, this first one, we are not going to worry about the uppercase n right now. Just know that's an uppercase n, but we're not going to worry about writing it. We are going to focus on the lowercase n because you write the lowercase letters more than you write the uppercase letters. So that's why we're really just going to focus in on getting that correct, and then we're going to go back. Once we do all the letters, we're going to go back and do the uppercase letters. So we are just focused on writing the lowercase letters. All right, so n is a plain line letter. You start at the plain line, you trace, I always say that you draw a line to the grass line, you trace back up to the plain line, and you do a hump. N, nut, n. Very good. Make sure you're sitting up tall, make sure your pencil is gripped, and make sure your hand is holding the paper. You can slant it a little bit if that's more comfortable for you. There, let me see if that's more comfortable for me. I'm going to start at the plain line. See, I didn't put my marker here, I didn't put it here, and I didn't put it there. I put it right on one of the dots on the plain line. I drew a line straight down to the grass line. I'll come back up to the plain line, and I'm going to do a bump to the grass line. Boys and girls, this is not correct. You don't pass the plain line, okay? I'm going to erase it to it. You stop at that plain line. You don't go below the plain line. Okay? N, nut, n. Okay, we're just going to do this one more time because I want you to be experts. Sit up nice and tall. Pencil grip is properly. You're holding it in here. So you start at the plain line. You do a line straight down to the grass line. You trace back up to the plain line and do a hump to the grass line. N, nut, n. Okay, boys and girls, it's now time to do the lowercase m. And again, I did put an orange line underneath the lowercase m. This is the uppercase m. We're not going to be worried about the uppercase m. We're just going to be focusing in on the lowercase m. They do look very similar, but the lowercase m has humps. It's got bumps. These are straight lines. Okay, this is not rounded like the lowercase m. It has points to it. Okay, see the point there and the point there? The M is more rounded. So M is a skyline letter. I'm making sure I'm sitting up straight. My pencil grip is correctly. I put my marker right on one of the dots on the plain line, and I draw a line straight down to the grass line. I trace back up to the plain line. I do a bump to the grass line. Come back up. I trace right over that line and do another bump to the grass line. M, man, Good. Boys and girls, I'm going to show you real quick not to do. Don't do that. See, don't have that. First of all, it's not touching there. And you didn't trace back up, so you should trace back up there. All right, so let me show you again. Okay, sitting up tall, the pencil grip is correct. I start right on the plain line. I go down to the grass line. I lift back up, do a hump to the grass line, trace back up if you can, and then do a hump on to the grass line. M, man, Very good job. Okay, boys and girls, so I'm going to give you a sound, and you're going to write the letter that makes the sound on your board. Are you ready? That's right, T. So you start at the skyline, because T is a skyline letter, straight down to the grass line, lift, and cross at the plain line. T, top, T. Next one. You start at the skyline, you fly backwards on the skyline, go straight down to the grass line, cross at the plain line. F, fun, Good. Okay, last but not least, B. That's right, it's a B. And it's a skyline letter. So you start at the skyline, you go straight down to the grass line, you go back up to the plain line and give B a belly to the grass line. B, bat, B. Okay, boys and girls, now for today, to get credit for today, I want you to get us something that begins with and something that begins with and I want you to put it near it. For instance, I just saw near me that I have a notebook. So I can put a N next to a notebook. Oh, and right here I see a marker. Marker begins with M. So I will go there and I would take a picture of it, and then you will send that to me. Okay? So I want to see all the different things that you guys come up with. All right. Okay, boys and girls, that's it for today. And let's review. Today we learned, this week we're learning the letter N, keyword nut, and the sound is N, nut, And the other letter is M, man, And today we talked about we're only writing the lowercase letter, the second letter. The first big letter, the tall letter, the uppercase letter, we're going to learn how to write that letter later on. But let's recognize it now and say, okay, that is the uppercase M. And then same here. Okay, last week we learned the letters B, bat, B, F, fun, and T, top. All right, I'll see you tomorrow. Bye-bye.